Hey everybody, it's Mike from Get Your Rock Out, and I'm sat here at Hammerfest with JB from Grand Magus. Is it Grand Magus or Grand Magus? How am I pronouncing it?
I would say Grand Magus. Yeah.
I'm all right. You're playing a little bit later on tonight. You looking forward to it? How's preparation going?
Yeah, I think it's going to be great. We play the main stage at 8:30. It's a good time for us, and this is our third gig on our European tour. We started in Manchester 2 days ago, and yeah, we're getting into it. So I think it will be a good show tonight.
I actually heard a little bit of you guys on Wednesday because you were at Sound Control in Manchester when I was upstairs seeing Soil work. It's like pre-Hammerfest show, so every time I was coming downstairs I could hear you guys play it. Oh, it sounds good. It sounds really good. You've got the new album Triumph and Power out now. Are you happy with the way it's been received?
Yeah, it's been extremely well received. I think it's going to be our biggest album yet, actually, and that's pretty cool after 7 albums to still be on an upward, on ascension rather than going down. So yeah, things are looking really good with Triumph and Power.
And you've got the new drummer in as well. He was on the last album as well. But what's it like having him in the fold? Has he changed the writing style in a way, or is he contributing new ideas?
Yeah, he's changed things around, definitely. I mean, his style of drumming and also, what he's into. He's very much into the type of majestic, really classic heavy metal type music that I think we make it purer and purer with every album we make, and he's totally into that style. So I think with him we've become even more, it's hard to find a word, but more to the point, I guess.
What for you constitutes metal purity then? What do you think is that about?
It's about the combination of melody and heaviness, and melody without being too melodic, if you know what I mean. It needs to be melodic, but it can never be pop music, and it can never be too happy, and it's a very fine balance, and I think a lot of bands that call themselves heavy metal, they've passed that line, many times over. So, but the stuff that Judas Priest and Accept were doing in the 80s, that to me is the essence of heavy metal.
Is there a band then that you look to in terms of sticking the course and not getting sucked into all that, maybe making things a bit too melodic? Is there a band that influences you? You look to them and you think, if they can do it, we can do it?
Not really. I mean, the influences we have are the same that we've always had since we were, kids. I'm not really interested in finding new bands or anything like that, and I don't want to. I like to keep the influences the same as they ever were, and rather be influenced by other things than music for what we do. And I think we reached the level now, after so many years, we don't really look to what other bands are doing. We do what we do, and that's what we do.
Now, does this new album, at this point in your career, does this mark a continuation of the Grand Magus sound? Is there a new kind of element to it, or do you think that you've nailed it on a previous album and you're just trying to keep that going?
No, I think we pretty much found our stride with the third album, Wolf's Return, and we haven't really changed anything significantly since then, and what we focus on are the songs, not the sound, if you know what I mean. We don't. I mean, the goal is to write memorable, heavy, great heavy metal tracks that will stand the test of time, and that's where the focus lies. So I don't think there are not any huge changes when it comes to the whole framework of the band. You know, that's always been the same, really.
What's next for you guys after this tour's finished? What have you got lined up?
Well, we're gonna. The tour is. We're doing Wolverhampton tomorrow and ending the UK part in London on Sunday, and then we go to mainland Europe and do more stuff until the 1st of April, and then we're going to do some Spanish dates in May for the first time for us. So that's going to be cool, and then of course summer festivals. I think we're doing 13 plus festivals this summer, so it's going to be a busy summer for us.
I'd like to know how, if at all possible, you would sum up Grand Magus' career up to this point, if it's possible to sum it up.
Yeah, I could do it in 3 words: triumph and power.
I see what you did there. I see what you did. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wrap this into but do you have a message into the camera for all our readers that get your rock out?
The message would be twofolded. Number 1, Scandinavian wisdom: don't eat the yellow snow. You should know this by now. And number 2 is that if you like proper heavy metal and you haven't heard Grand Magus yet, you should check us out. We are the real deal.
Thank you very much. And that's actually the second time someone has advised us about the yellow snow, so if we don't know it by now, we are pretty fucked. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.